So hello everybody, today is Thursday. It is Tech Time with me, Brooke Silva, your regional technology trainer. I have Maggie here backing me up in the chat and to drop any pearls of wisdom she wants to add in. And today we are doing advanced designs. Designs to help you stay top of mind. Things that you may not do if you weren't in this world and it wasn't provided to you. So what we're not going to do today is go over marketing profile or how to get all those things in. If you missed the marketing profile tech time, either check in with your MCTT for an upcoming class or go to our KW New England YouTubies and look for the marketing profile YouTube that we have out. I think it was maybe 3 weeks ago we did marketing profile. You can also go to answers.kw.com, type in marketing profile, and how to do it is all lined up. And now, nerd trick. If you put the KW logo where it says team logo and you're stuck, just overwrite it with the realtor logo or see your MCTT for a blank one. We cannot delete out of there. And then it will not show up where it's supposed to, where your DBA logo is supposed to be. So overwrite it with a blank PNG or with the realtor logo. I think it looks super sharp with the realtor logo, and you can just search for realtor NAR logo and it will come right up for you. All right, so let's get right into it today because the Q4 magazine is out and it is so good, so good. Let's see, here we go. All right, so I'm in designs. I'm gonna hide you guys, so please come. We're a smaller group today. Come off of chat if you've got something of mute. If you've got something to say, or Maggie, please interrupt me so we can answer any questions. So today we're gonna create the Q4 magazine, and I'm also gonna show you a secret place real quick on where you can update some assets or bring in fonts that you may wanna use that don't exist. So the way I actually jump into designs every day is I go import design, and it brings you into this space where it's not only can you import, but there is so much more stuff. Okay, so you're gonna see you could go use a pre-made template. I actually wish when you open designs, this is right where it went to. So you can see I have a whole bunch of folders. Almost everything I designed for you guys in the region or the different things you see on my Facebook page have been created in designs, and I literally just plop them like, you know, on like a Friday I'll do cleanup and I'll drop the things in and move them around. So you can set up all these folders to start organizing your designs, because when you get 200-300 in, it gets a little hard to find the designs you may have been looking for. So I have things like Zoom backgrounds, my help desk, Ignite, Labs, MegaCamp, whatever I need, right? And you can also see the most recent ones you were working on. What I also like is that you can start designing from blank. So say you're like, I don't want any of these, I want to do my own thing. You can choose the custom size that you want and rock and roll, and it'll go right into a blank design for you where you can start bringing everything in. So if you were a designer or a marketing person in your past life, or this is your jam, go ahead and try that, and you can bring your own files in, everything else. The other thing I want to focus on is assets, because in here is where you can do a whole bunch of stuff. You can add color palettes. So maybe you have a logo and your logo has very specific colors in it. You can create new color palettes, pick those colors, so that way when you're designing, you don't have to go in, use the picker, try to find the color. They'll always pop up for you. Same thing with fonts on the bottom. Now they do have to be a specific font type. Okay, they have to be a web font, and that's usually OTF is the file name ending. So look for that. Usually, so these are ones I've paid for. They have to be royalty free, or you have to have purchased for commercial use. So if you go to things like Font Squirrel or DeFont and you just download a free font, you don't technically have the rights to advertise with it. All right. The other thing you can do is add more images here. So it pre-fills a whole bunch based on your marketing profile, right? Let's just ignore that. But say you use the same background all the time, or you want more photos. Maybe you want one where you're cut out and you don't have a background behind you. You can go to images and upload as many as you want. Same thing with text. Maybe there weren't enough fields pulling over. So you want something that's maybe your slogan or something you put always maybe hashtags in on something. Something that you want to always click and add and you don't want to retype. That's what this is for. And you can add those fields right here by going new field and just picking what you want. Maybe you want to always put your Facebook in or your vision, or say none of these work, you just click new text, you label it, and then you just put in what you want for the text. I love that. Same thing with logos. When you load your marketing profile up, it puts the logo here once, but we have many logos, right? We have a black and red, we have all gray, all black, black and white, all white, right? Red and white, black, red and white. There are so many different versions, or you may have varying versions of your logo. So you can upload those all here. And again, guys, the magic is in PNG files, portable network graphic files. Take a quick peeky at this. Look at the coastal lakes and mountain ones I brought in today for a demo. You see the white box behind it? That's what tells us it's a JPEG. When you use the PNG, you get this gorgeous transparent file so that no matter what you plop it on, it looks professional. Same thing with elements. So I always like to put these little social things on some of my designs with a QR code so they can get to things. And this is my branded ones that match my purple branding. So I always have those. You can add videos and then other files. So if there's just things you want to add here and keep in one spot, maybe you have your own branding guide. Maybe you have information you always want to copy. You can go ahead and use that here. So that's assets, and that's just how to take your designs to the next level, especially with the fonts and the color palettes. That's my favorite. All right, so before we go on to the magazine, are there any questions?
I'll just double down on those logos from your office. Literally the best thing you could do for yourself is upload all the different colors.
Oh yeah.
At some point you'll have a black background or a white background or a red background. It's just so nice to just have it already there to use when you don't have to grab anything. It's already there.
Yeah, no matter what I'm designing, I don't have to be like, oh, this doesn't look right. I have to go find the logo and plop it in. Maggie, can you plop the link to logos and branding on my
Already
KW?
done.
Thank you. You're the best. But yeah, no, see, I have, no matter what I'm designing, it's going to look great. All right, so let's go back to my designs. Now, again, we have the folders. Here's everything I've been working on. But I'm going to go back to templates because I want to find the print template. And that's under lead generation and then the personal branded zine. Now, a couple things in here. You're going to see a whole bunch of versions, but here's what's important. Booklets. This is going to get you into the actual magazine. If you're looking at it as a whole and all, you're looking at the social square or the social wide graphics. And those are for you to put out on Facebook and be like, hey, did you not get a copy of my digital magazine? Message me your email and I'll get one right out to you. Okay. So again, we click booklets, it sorts it, and the newest is always at the top. So we're going to click use, and we're going to load it up. I love this thing. I love this thing. All right, on the top left is how we're going to add the pages. So now you can choose the cover you want. Okay, so maybe you like the globe, or maybe you like the fall leaves because New England's gorgeous. By clicking on add new page, this puts it in my workspace. Does not preload every page in there because KW doesn't assume you want to use all the pages. So you get to go ahead and add all the pages you want. So I'm going to go through and just add a couple so that way you can see what it looks like. Yeah. Okay, so we'll start with those. So now it only showed the last page we put in. Where do we find those? At the bottom right, you will see pages. This is how you maneuver around, and you can even put those where you want them. I'm gonna delete that one. You can delete pages, okay? So now I'm gonna click back on the first one because there are a few things we have to do, right? We have to swap out the logo, but because my marketing's done and my assets are full, I can just swap those now, right? I'm gonna come in here, use that typewriter tool, makes your life so much easier. Okay, save the changes, and our magazine cover's done. It's that simple. So then you just go through and you read the different things, and you just make sure that everywhere there's a DBA logo, you're swapping out for yours, and that it makes sense. Right? And this is your personal logo. Don't keep the awesome in there, okay? You can put your personal logo in. Oh, we're not doing drag and drop today, I guess. Okay, update the names. And then you just go page by page by page. Now there is quarter in review. This is where you go out and you grab your MLS data and your market stats and put them in here. If you're a brand new agent and you don't have any, you just started or you've only been in business a year, use your market center stats and then use your regional stats. And that's your trick to get around this one, right? So it's not so much about pushing your stats out, it's about pushing some stats out. And then just make sure that you're choosing the right, just put in, market snapshot for the tri-state or tri-city or Bedford, New Hampshire or Cranston, Rhode Island, wherever you are, make sure you just label these things correctly. And like I said, it's just going through, double checking that you have logos everywhere because they've done all the hard work and the heavy lifting for you when it comes to writing the articles. Right? So we don't have to do anything here. We didn't have to do it there. And what I like to do with these is turn them into social posts as well during the year, right? So you could run a social media series based on these things. So you could say, do you know how to weatherize your home? For the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be posting tips for staying safe during unexpected weather events. Looking forward to hearing your own, right? So then you could take, not only is it in the e-magazine, make an emergency kit. And then ask your crew, ask your sphere, those who follow you on social media, am I missing anything we should have in New Hampshire or in Maine or where we live in Rhode Island, right? Make it personable and have your sphere reach out to you to make your emergency kit. Also, great little thing to add to people who have recently relocated to New England because not everybody is from here and they don't know how our winters are, or if they have above ground power that goes out all the time. So just a fun way to use that. Blanket in the car, absolutely. All right, so we've got our articles pre-written. They're done. We are literally just going through and making sure, oh, there was a contact us down here, okay? So just make sure wherever the brackets are, if you're on a team and you say we, if you're a solo agent, say I, or if you like to just speak as we, you can go ahead and do that. And then you can feature listings. You don't have to. This is a page you can leave out, but if you are farming to a certain area and you want to talk about a home that sold over a certain amount in that area, instead of schedule a tour, you could put schedule your, come off of mute and tell me. What do we want our sellers to do? What do we want to give them?
Looks like Brian, you wanted to say something. You were on mute though.
So it begins
Property estimate,
Yes.
seller meeting,
Yes.
Listing
consultation.
appointment.
Yep. How about a home, a CMA, right? However we're wording CMAs this day and age, right? Like whatever you say for your home evaluation, no cost, whatever you want to put, right? And then just make it super easy to get to you. You also notice at the very bottom, let me zoom in on this so you can see this. It says download it at your app store to get started. But what the great thing you can do is in your profile and your URLs in consumer, you've got your app link. Open the app on a new tab and QR code it. Make it super simple for people to be able to get to you. And then under images, add that QR code and plop it in right here. And then instead of people searching for the KW app and then searching for you, it's already branded to you. So I like doing that anywhere there is an app. And remember guys, right click anywhere in Chrome and you can, why can't I do it here? Maybe because I'm casting. But then it's QR codes. You can create a QR code by right clicking almost anywhere in Chrome. Okay. So like I said, it's just going through the pages, double checking that you're not supposed to be putting something. And if it doesn't sound like your voice, there's nothing here that says you have to keep it the same. If they did, like maybe you don't like this. Maybe this makes you feel better. Right? Maybe you want to underline something. Right? Make it your own. And then you can do a profile page. Ta-da! All right, so let's talk about how you send this out, right? So you've created it, it's gorgeous. Please, 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 please have somebody you love and trust read it and look for blank spaces where you may not have put your name or change the we or the logo says DBA because you do not work for KWDBA. You don't own a business within the franchise of KWDBA or KW Coastal or Premier Properties. So make sure you're updating that. I never send anything out usually. You can always tell when I do because there's a spelling mistake or a typo or grammatical error. But have somebody you know, love, or trust look it over just to give you the thumbs up and say, yeah, I didn't see any problems, okay?
Yeah, that's super. There's so many little ones in there, and by the time you're done with this, your eyes might be a little crossed. So having someone do that for you is super helpful.
Not only that, when you type something and it's wrong and you don't pick it up right away, your eyes and your brain see it as correct. So how many of you spelt the word because wrong? Like I think my autocorrect just picks up on it the wrong way now because I spell it wrong constantly when I'm typing faster on my keyboard. But that's one of those words I completely miss or receive or perceive. Like, right, like those are the words that get, or each office is independently owned and operated. I see independently spelled wrong a lot. That's why I love the ownership statement. Right? It lives in here somewhere. There it is, under workspace. Boom. Now I don't even have to spell it. Right? Like, I hear that in my sleep.
There was a question in the chat, and if you want to go over it just really quickly again, how to create your own QR code.
Sure. So when you're in any, so let me get you back. So we're going to exit out of here. We save everything. Before I do the QR code, let me just show you how to share this. So say it's done. It's perfect. You love it. It's wonderful. You can print this. It's pretty costly to print a big magazine though on the correct paper with bleeds and cuts and everything. So if you're not up for that, we can send these in smart plans or you can send it in emails or text messages. So to do that, you go share. Come on. I'm on tricky internet. All right. So not the design image of the project. So look at what it does. Anyone with the link can see it. Or this is private, only admins can see it or anyone from KW can see it, right? So we're gonna go like this. We'll plop that bad boy into a new, did it paste? I can't see, nope. Copy. paste. And now this is what your client would get. And see the arrows? They're able to flip through it just like a magazine. If they're on a tablet or a phone, they swipe. Okay. If you right click on any Chrome page, about midway to the bottom, it says create QR code for this page. What happens is this little guy pops up and you click download, and you can put that anywhere that people can scan with their phones. Don't make it too small, don't make it too big. And always test it with your own phone. So if you guys want to take out your phones right now and open your camera and hover over it, it should take you right to the magazine we just made. So I'll give you guys all.
Not see the QR code if you had it up on the screen.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
Let me download it, and then we'll go put it on our design. I forgot I'm sharing a very specific QR code. Okay, let me just stretch this open. Come on now. No, never mind. Let's just add it. All right, let that clear. Once it loads and it looks crystal clear, now try scanning it with your phones. Did it work? Yeah, love it. Ta-da! Right, so how fun would that be to send in a smart plan quarterly to your sphere? Text it. Get it in your signature line with that link, right? Click here for my latest magazine. Okay. If you guys are looking for that app, let's see, let's save that. Your URLs live under consumer. So we're going to go to consumer, and we're going to go up to the top right to site and app settings. And right here under URLs, there's your app URL. Now you can't change this at all. Like this is how it's connected to you, and that the app knows to say, oh, I belong to Craig Shaw. I'm going to open to Craig Shaw's info. So if I copy this, can you see curious about what's trending in your neighborhood? Do you see that tab? Okay. Mm-hmm. Create QR code. And now you give people your app that way. Don't do this now. This is my app. I want you to have your app. So don't scan this, because then it will pop me up, okay? But you know you're all good when you see a little face in the bubble at the bottom down here. Okay? And what it does is it takes them to a place, so when they open it on their phone, it either opens in the App Store or on the Google Play Store. Makes it super, super easy. Okay? And then there's a new sign up button. And just a little bit about the KW app. All right. Questions about the magazine or anything we did today in advanced designs? I know we went fast, but we're in advanced designs. Hi, Jennifer. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Hi.
All right.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Steve.
How are you?
Good.
So with the QR code, if they're looking at it on their phone, how is the QR code going to open?
They scan it. So you provide both. Like, so if you're putting it in your email, I would link to my magazine, view my latest release. But if you're printing it to send or putting it on things, always have the link, tappable, touchable.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you show me again? I'm sorry. The right click to find the QR code?
It doesn't work on mine, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
I don't know
It
if
has
it's
to be in Chrome. You have to
Does
be
it
in
have to be in
Chrome.
Chrome?
I thought it
You're
was.
not working in Chrome, guys.
I am.
Command
It
is
says
not-
Chrome right at the top of my page.
I don't believe you. It's you.
Is it an
You're right.
extension maybe?
No. Are you updated to the most recent version of Chrome? Does it say update at the top right at all?
No.
Okay. So let's look again together. So
Chrome,
sometimes
not Google. I see.
So sometimes it doesn't want you to be on images or things, like it
Oh.
just wants you to be on the page. So when you go right click somewhere on the page,
Yeah.
QR code. The other thing is look up in the web browser in the actual URL.
I got
That
it.
will awesome.
I went to my email and clicked on that page. It wouldn't let me do it while I was in what I was
In
following you
email.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So now it's there. Awesome.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, so your homework. Get the magazine in. Even if you don't do the market stat ones, at least get the cover you like, the about you, and the articles in. Okay? And get it to someone to proof. If you want to send, I'd love to see them. Send them to me. b.silva@kw.com. I can't tell you, I'll get back to you this week because I'm in leadership training. But I would love to see them. b.silva@kw.com. Don't waste a smart plan on me. Use those numbers. Keep those numbers for you. But just throw it in a regular old Gmail. Send me the link and put magazine in the subject. I'm dying to see what you do. And use those social posts and ask your sphere. Even if you've never created one before, create hype around it, right? Did you miss out on my last magazine? Never miss out on one again. Message me your email and I'll get it right out to you. Make sure you have it done, right? So use those social ones and get them out there. And then my other top of mind trick, and this starts with branding, right? What they read in the magazine, they should then be reading on your social media. So take those 5 tips and tricks and do it over a week. Or, post, if it's the 4 things about the season, do it through the month of November. Every week, put up a tip or trick so that people come back to your social media to read what it is. Any more questions, guys?
Just one more. Do you have a trick? I'm sure you do. For when you put them on the magazine on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't
Put
let
it in your profile. There's no links allowed on Instagram. So what I do is I say, go to my bio to tap that link.
There you go. Okay. I thought maybe you got around that because you're wicked smart.
I'm so wicked smart. But no, you cannot put links in Instagram. It is their thing. So you always just update the link in your bio. So when you want them to do something on Instagram, you always say, to get to my magazine, hit my bio and click the link.
Cool.
And then make sure you put it in your bio.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
But better than that, you really want these people in your data bank, right? So put it on social media and say, never miss out on one of my magazines ever again. Message me your email today and I'll get that out to you.
Cool.
I want the magazines. Send them to me, guys. I can't wait to see them by Monday. Send me your magazines. Take advantage of this. Get it out to your sphere. This is fun stuff. These are items of value. All right?
One of the questions was, where do these recordings go? It is on the New England YouTube page, which I posted the link on the chat for everybody to go grab.
Thank you, Maggie. Yeah, it takes about 8 to 12 hours for it to automatically be pulled in and updated. So look for it there. It's usually there by the next day. And we will see you guys on Thursday. Maggie, thank you so much for being here with me. And thank all of you guys for spending some time with me today. Go make your magazines with your extra time.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, thank you.
You're welcome.